welcome to this episode of Outdoor Insiders. We're on a piece of natural wild shoreline in Still Pond Creek, which is a creek in Kent County in the headwaters of the Chesapeake Bay. And I'm looking at a piece of naturally eroding shoreline. And when you look at the top, up in the woods there, you see all of these white chips that are falling out of the topsoil. And so my question to you is, what are those white chips? Besides that, I can't help but point out how beautiful the forest is right now with the dogwoods. There are other places where there are a lot of red buds out. It's just really, really spectacularly beautiful on this Earth Day. But what are those white chips? They're oyster shells. My question to you is, how did they get there? Here we are at sea level. We're in the boat, on the water. So how do the oyster shells get up on top of the hill? In the age of the estuary, the water level has never been up there. So how'd they get there? Well, that's right. Native Americans did it. And the question is, why'd they put them up there? Well, that was a trash pile. Basically, what we're looking at is a dump. It's referred to as a midden. It's a giant pile of trash. And the majority of this trash were oyster shells. If there was any organic material, scraps of food from animals and things, that would have disappeared a long time ago, because these shells were probably deposited here 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6,000 years ago, all along the shoreline. Look, there's a spot up in the forest there. I can see them there on the other side of the creek. That these early Americans lived here for thousands of years, 7 or 8 or 9 or 10,000 years is what our archaeologists tell us from the stone tools that they find from these people that were here for so long. So their trash piles are evidence. Let's go to shore and take a closer look. So here I am on the shoreline, and I'm standing on a pile of oyster shells that used to be up here, but the soil is all eroded away, and so now they're down here on the beach. And you can see this tree stump has fallen over, and it's just grown up through these mounds of oyster shells that were, every single one of these oyster shells, if you think about it, was handled by a Stone Age person thousands of years ago. They ate them for a very significant part of their diet, I'm sure. So one thing I want you to do is to research what else these native people ate to survive. Look it up, find it. All over the Chesapeake, they had to live, 365 days a year. They didn't just eat oysters. So check it out, enjoy yourselves, and see you next time on Outdoor Insider.